What's up, the squad? Back with another video. Y'all seen the titles going down. Make sure you hit the like button, hit that subscribe button for me, please. Y'all already know I have something to say today. Definitely has something to say. Says here, this is a post, and I have something to say about this post. I seen this post. Latina Brown. I apologize if I did say your name wrong. Definitely apologize. But this post says, President Trump, do not trust Zohran Mamdani. I am shocked that your administration has yet to deport Mamdani. This guy is a plant for the radical left. He's a crook and a con artist. He will undermine your administration. Do not give him a dime. They are targeting the Jewish community. Don't be fooled by this guy. And this is from a post of Newsmax. Says New York City Mayor-elect Zohran Mamdani says he intends to be proactive by reaching out to President Donald Trump before taking office, calling their communication a relationship that will be critical to the city's success. One thing about it, and I'm going to say this, and I feel like a lot of people will agree with me, and if they don't, so be it. One thing that I've always noticed when it comes to President Trump is that he loves to keep his enemies close. I don't know why so many people look at him and be like, oh, why is such and such at the White House? Oh, why is he there? Why is this person there? Why is this person doing this? Why is he around this person? Trust and believe. It's very smart. I feel like it's smart just for the simple fact that we have the best, the greatest president of any and all. You know what I mean? Like, I know I get a lot of hate, when I say stuff like that. Like, President Trump has, he's the best president, we ever had. That's just how I feel. But one thing about it is, like, I truly feel like, and I know for a fact, that President Trump knows what he's doing. And you can definitely tell. I mean, I found this video. This video right here, it explains a lot. He constantly trolls.
With state and local elections coming up Tuesday, we asked the president about the highly anticipated mayoral race that includes former New York Governor Andrew Cuomo and Zohran Mamdani.
Zohran Mamdani, 34-year-old Democratic socialist. He's the front
communist, not socialist, communist. He's far worse than a socialist.
Some people have compared him to a left-wing version of you, charismatic, breaking the old rules. What do you think about that?
Well, I think I'm a much better looking person than him, right?
See what I mean? It's stuff like that. And people will laugh. And the crazy thing is, the people that actually laugh and smile and stuff like that, we know what President Trump is doing. The people that don't, you obviously know that, how they feel. Obviously, they have this hatred towards President Trump. They're going to say this. They're going to say that. He's a president. Don't take stuff serious. I'll trust and believe he takes a lot serious. I feel like people miss that a lot. I always tell y'all here, it reminds me of like that grandparent that's very straightforward, definitely cool, real chill, but when it's time to get down to business, it's time to get down to business, and I feel like that's just, the type of person that he is. That's just how I feel. But in all seriousness, check out what President Trump says here.
I'm so torn because I would like to see the new mayor do well because I love New York. I really love New York. When I left New York for Washington, New York was doing really well, but there were some bad signs. The bad sign was a guy named de Blasio. So the signs of de Blasio, that was the beginning, and it was bad. This one, we're going to, look, for 1,000 years, communism has not worked. Communism or the concept of communism has not worked. I tend to doubt it's going to work this time.
Did you see his victory speech?
It's literally never worked. Yeah, I thought it was a very angry speech. Certainly angry toward me, and I think he should be very nice to me. I'm the one that sort of has to approve a lot of things coming to him, so he's off to a bad start.
Definitely off to a bad start. And nobody's not asking to do what Stephanie Miller did to Jasmine Crockett and to kiss his shoes. But at the same time, you want to show that respect, especially you being so new. And I don't want to say this and mean it in a bad way, because it's more so facts from what I've seen, is that especially if you're pretty much failing at a lot that you have done in life. You know what I mean? So you're going to want to need that. You know what I mean? This is Zohran Mamdani, of course, already announcing that he will begin confiscating New York business owners' property and having the government take ownership. Pretty crazy.
Starting on day one, we will expand the city's special enforcement programs, doubling fines for hazardous violations and tripling them for conditions that are immediately dangerous. And when a really bad landlord, like this guy, refuses to fix it, the city's going to step in, make the repairs, and send them the bill.
Okay, watch next.
If that doesn't work, the city's taking over the building. We're putting the worst landlords out of business.
He says, we're going to take over the building.
So it's theirs. It's the city's.
So you mean like seize the means of production
That's
like
exactly
communists?
Wait a
it.
minute.
So he's saying the quiet part out loud,
Yes.
and people voted for it.
That's right.
People needed to pay attention. This is exactly happened. This what exactly happens when people don't pay attention to what's going on and they don't take stuff serious. This is what happens right here. People need to lock in. I'm telling y'all, people definitely need to lock in. Definitely sad. This right here is obviously a restaurant owner literally canceling expansion plans in New York City. Check it out.
You're going to leave entirely, but you're definitely not going to add any more restaurants here under this new leadership. Why do you take such issue with the new mayor?
Currently, we had 3 leases ready to sign in October. Upper West Side, Upper East Side, and West Side Midtown to expand Diner 24, because we were the first to bring back the 24-hour diner post-COVID. Because remember, all of them closed, and we brought back the 24-hour diner, and it really was such a success. We wanted to open 4 altogether just in the Manhattan area. But when I start hearing uncertainty, and I start hearing defund the police, and a lot of uncertainty in the small business areas of what I'm hearing this upcoming mayor campaigning on, we like clarity. We don't like guessing. So right now we're just like a sit back and wait and see if he can pass some of these things that he campaigned on, because we're not going to open businesses in that climate.
So if not in New York City, where else might you open more business?
Well, we have 2 diner leases ready to go in Miami, where I am right now. And we have plenty of capital to expand because the business is doing so well, and I believe there is a need for a 24-hour diner. But when you get to that $20 price point, people don't, the politicians don't understand it because they never ran a lemonade stand. But when you raise minimum wage to $30, at that point, that $12 hamburger becomes $22. And it's not going to work when you're in the fast casual business where the average ticket is $15 to $24 a person. That's basically a nail in the coffin. You're out of business. And all I say to the mayor,
and that's the thing. That's why he's doing it, because of that reason right there. I mean, that's why
you're out of business. And all I say to the mayor,
voted for this
upcoming mayor, is, and actually he's quite impressive for a 33-year-old, but he's never run a business. He's never run a small business. And to me, I think he needs to open the doors for dialogue or debate with small business owners like myself and other restaurateurs and other small business owners to open dialogues. I think the best thing for all of us is a better New York City. And I just think his policies, his Democrat socialistic policies, do not work for.
Don't work at all. And that's what people, obviously a lot of you, myself, we understand what's going on. But there's obviously people that don't pay attention to that. A lot of people that actually voted for him, y'all know who, obviously. Y'all know how that went from my videos before, and the corruption behind that. But you literally also have individuals that truly voted for him, support him, because the hatred towards Trump. I mean, that's just how I feel, and I know. I mean, it's very much so factual. This is another post. New York small business owner react to Zohran Mamdani. Check it out.
Did he win, by the way?
He won.
They chose the knucklehead, so we're gonna pay for it.
What happens if you
literally said we're gonna pay for it?
Opens up the government-run grocery stores.
I'm not with it.
Oh, you don't like the government-run grocery stores?
No.
$30 oh, that might affect businesses.
We're going to hell. It's over.
How are they gonna make payroll? It's just about all the policy that he's trying to do, increasing the work.
And for the people that's always in my comments saying, "Oh, well, Recklezz, you don't play other people. You just have an individual that's interviewing just this one person." This woman is going to different businesses and asking, and they're literally letting her know and letting the Americans know this is not going to work. This is not going to work.
Workers and the taxes, it's not good.
The minimum wage doesn't help the worker. It just helps the system. Pay more money, more taxes, prices go up.
Overnight, half of them will go out of business.
So I'm in a blue state.
Overnight.
Any thoughts on having him for 4 years?
What I can do is just swallow and try to face it, but it's not easy.
We're cooked. We're on the way to becoming a communist state.
The city's in trouble.
We're cooked. On the way to becoming a communist state, as y'all can see. And the crazy thing about it is that, you have people that, well, people voted for this, they voted for this, that, and the other. Trust and believe. And I'll say this, and this is no excuse whatsoever. There are a lot of individuals that obviously have no choice but to stay. It is pretty tough, and I'm sure a lot of y'all know, in order to move. Me personally, I would be trying my best. I definitely would be trying my best, to move. But that brings me to my next two posts. You literally have a post by Benny Johnson. Says, meet Camille, longtime subscriber, born and raised in Manhattan. And she tells me she is staying and fighting for New York City. So you literally have individuals that, staying, that's been there for a long time and literally want Zohran Mamdani. Go check it out.
You gotta meet. We're in downtown Manhattan. You can see right there, right behind us, the Empire State Building. And you got Camille right here. Camille came walking up and she's like, yo, I was listening to the channel on the way over here, and here we are. Camille's from New York.
I'm from Manhattan originally, born and raised. We had a bad defeat last week, but I'm going to stay and fight. I think that everyone should stay and hunker down and fight for their city, because we can't give an inch to these radical people. That's not the way to go, okay? So, New Yorkers, stay and fight, okay?
Yes.
Don't run away. Don't run away. I'm staying.
What's your message to Chime Mamdani?
Oh man, you got in there, but you know what, Mamdani? At least the Stefanik is coming for you, and so is Trump. All right, you're not going to get anything done.
And finally, Camille, what's your message to Donald Trump? What's your message to Donald Trump?
Keep up the good work. You are amazing. Okay, I love you, Trump. Keep fighting.
Heartwarming. Camille.
See, right there, that's what's lit about the whole thing, is that you literally have people that's literally staying there and doing everything that they can, because they see the destruction that New York City is going, literally going through right now. I can't even say that's just going to be going, like it's literally going through it right now, and I see how bad things have truly gotten, and others do too, and it's pretty sad. It's gotten so bad that this is a Florida realtor, says that her phone been ringing nonstop since Zohran Mamdani's mayoral win, as people are looking to relocate outside the city. Check it out.
Okay, y'all, I'm not gonna lie, I did not think exactly this was gonna happen. I thought this guy was gonna win in New York City. I thought that our market was gonna pick up, but I didn't think it was gonna happen like the next morning. I'm like, okay, my sellers, like, settle down. I don't think they're just gonna come, racing down and, from New York City, but it's, I don't know. I don't even know what time it is, 3 or 4 o'clock. I've literally been on the phone since 7 a.m., nonstop back-to-back calls. I had showings scheduled for listings that haven't had showings in a month. And yeah, I was wrong, because it literally turned on like a light bulb, literally blew off like a firecracker, and the post-socialist New York City political market is here on our shores in Palm Beach. Welcome.
I ain't gonna lie, that's what's up. That's definitely what's up. Obviously, we all seen it coming. There are people that are obviously relocating. There are people that actually staying and trying, their best, to do whatever they can, but I don't know, the way that it's going is not looking good. It's definitely not looking good, but, as President Trump said out of his own mouth, that it will be taken care of. So just stay tuned. Make sure you hit the like button, hit that subscribe button. Definitely appreciate y'all so much. Catch y'all next one.